Talk to Mark Nayler, who's a freelance journalist. Thanks very much for joining us on the programme. A disappointing night for the Conservatives, would you agree?
Well, I think depending on how you look at this, everyone or no one won. The Conservatives are certainly disappointed that they didn't increase their share in the National Congress by as much as they were hoping to. The earliest polls suggested that they were going to win quite a few more seats than they did do last night in the end. But on the other hand, they still have technically won. And that means that they still have the first shot at forming Spain's next government. Should also be said that Pedro Sanchez hasn't had a majority either for the last 4 years. So it is possible to govern in Spain without parliamentary majority, and that might well happen now with either a centre-right bloc or a centre-left bloc.
Yeah, the left supporters are still convinced they can form a government. Have a listen to this. This is a few of their supporters.
Mission accomplished. We did it.
I had hoped that he would win, even if he has to make a deal. The key is to safeguard leftist policies and keep moving forward in this country, something that the right wing doesn't want.
The left didn't score the victory it should have scored, given the enemy we face. But we will be able to form a government and will be able to stop those who want to destroy Spain. So I'm really happy.
So they sound pretty convinced there. I mean, do you think if the right fail to form a government that the left may be able to?
Yeah, I certainly see no reason why not. I mean, this is in a way, this election is nothing new. This sort of very uncertain result immediately after the election, followed by a period of political deadlock and/or negotiation. We've seen this ever since 2015, when the original two-party system was exploded by the emergence of newer, smaller parties. So, yes, it's certainly not a given. It's not a certainty at the moment that the right wing will now go ahead and form a centre-right government. And then, of course, the next shot will go to Pedro Sanchez, likely now looking end of August, early September. Frankly, he's got as good a chance as the right-wing bloc of forming the next Spanish government at this point.
Who do you think are the kingmakers? Our correspondent in Madrid was telling me earlier on that Carles Puigdemont, who's the leader, of course, of the Catalan separatists, is one key player now. Yes,
again, I think it will be the smaller parties that are key in this. I mean, the Catalan separatists have been absolutely crucial over the last 4 years in terms of lending support to Pedro Sanchez and Podemos, because even together they didn't have a parliamentary majority, but they've still managed to do an awful lot over the last 4 years. They've passed budgets, for example, with not without problems, but they've managed to pass national budgets, and crucial to that has been the votes of Catalan separatist parties and Basque separatist parties. Both blocs, either the next Spanish government is centre-right or centre-left, both blocs will need the votes of smaller parties, and likely that will come in the form of support from Basque or Catalan nationalists again.
And looking slightly further ahead, of course, a lot of people saying that it's most likely this is now going to just head to new elections, possibly before the year end.
Yeah, again, and again, that wouldn't be something new. 2019 in Spain, there were 2 general elections precisely for this reason. In fact, the first one was called as an early snap election, again by Sanchez, and he actually succeeded, arguably more in that one than he did last night. He upped his share of seats in Congress quite dramatically. So again, this is just the norm now in Spain's fractured political scene, that no party has been able to win a majority for over 4 years now. And I'd say at this point, more than likely that we'll see another election before the year's out.
Mark Nayler, good to talk to you on the programme today. Thanks very much. That's Mark Nayler,
Thanks very much.
Freelance journalist, joining us there from Malaga.